Welcome to the Trend Items channel. Love, a fundamental human emotion, is often idealized as a pure and unconditional bond. We yearn for it, celebrate it, and build our lives around it. Yet the reality of love can be far more complicated. Sometimes the love we perceive is but a carefully constructed illusion. Some individuals, for various reasons, may find themselves pretending to love another, their true feelings masked behind a facade of affection. This complex and often painful situation raises questions about the nature of love, the motivations behind such deception, and the impact it has on all parties involved. Why would someone feign love? What compels them to maintain this charade, and what are the potential consequences of such action? This exploration delves into the unsettling reality of feigned love, examining the motivations behind it and the implications it holds for those entangled in its web. Through real-world examples and a compassionate lens, we aim to shed light on this often hidden aspect of human relationships. Understanding the reasons behind such deception is not about casting judgment, but about fostering empathy and encouraging open communication. Only then can we hope to build relationships based on authenticity, trust, and genuine emotional connection. One of the most prevalent reasons behind feigned love is financial gain. In a world where wealth and status often dictate social standing, the allure of financial security can be incredibly tempting. This is especially true in environments where luxury and opulence are on full display, making it easy for individuals to be swayed by the promise of a more comfortable life. This form of deception, often referred to as gold digging, involves entering a relationship for the sole purpose of exploiting the partner's wealth. Gold diggers are adept at creating an illusion of genuine affection, often going to great lengths to convince their partners of their sincerity. They may immerse themselves in the partner's interests, hobbies, and social circles. In today's materialistic society, where social media often paints a picture of opulence and luxury, it's easy to see how some might be lured by the promise of a lavish lifestyle. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok are filled with influencers showcasing their glamorous lives, complete with designer clothes, exotic vacations, and high-end experiences. This constant exposure to wealth can create unrealistic expectations and desires, making the pursuit of a luxurious lifestyle seem like the ultimate goal. The allure of designer clothes, exotic vacations, and a life free from financial worries can be a powerful motivator. For some, the idea of never having to worry about bills, debts, or financial constraints is enough to justify entering a relationship based on material gain. The promise of a life filled with luxury and ease can overshadow the importance of genuine emotional connection and compatibility. Love, in its purest form, transcends societal constructs. However, for some, love becomes a tool for social climbing, a means to elevate their status and gain entry into coveted circles. These individuals view relationships as strategic alliances, carefully selecting partners who can offer them the desired social standing. The pursuit of social status can be a powerful motivator. It can drive individuals to seek out partners who possess the right connections, pedigree, or influence, regardless of genuine feelings. They may feign love to secure their position within a specific social strata, their own ambitions eclipsing the need for authentic connection. Consider the example of an aspiring actress who sets her sights on a successful film producer. Despite having no real romantic interest in him, she fabricates a persona that she believes he will find irresistible. She showers him with praise, strategically attends industry events by his side, and even goes so far as to feign interest in his work, all to further her own career aspirations. This calculated exploitation of emotion for personal gain highlights the manipulative aspect of feigned love. It exposes the emptiness that can lie beneath the surface of charm and affection when fueled by ambition rather than genuine feeling. The loneliness trap. Choosing security over authenticity. The fear of being alone is a deeply human experience. It is a feeling that transcends cultures, ages, and backgrounds, touching the core of our social nature. This fear can be so overwhelming that it drives individuals to seek companionship, even when it means compromising on the quality of the relationship. It can drive individuals to seek companionship, even in the absence of genuine love. The need for connection is so strong that people might find themselves in relationships that lack true emotional depth, just to avoid the pain of solitude. For some, the prospect of facing life alone is so daunting that they may choose to settle for a relationship devoid of real emotional connection rather than risk being single. The fear of loneliness can be paralyzing, leading to decisions that prioritize security over genuine happiness. This fear-driven decision can lead individuals into relationships where they pretend to feel love to avoid the perceived shame or discomfort of being alone. They might go through the motions of a relationship, convincing themselves and others that they are content, while deep down they feel a void. They may convince themselves that a loveless relationship is better than no relationship at all, sacrificing their own emotional needs for the sake of security. This self-deception can lead to a life of quiet desperation, where the fear of loneliness overshadows the pursuit of true happiness. Imagine a woman who, after a string of failed relationships, finds herself approaching middle age alone. She feels the societal pressure to be in a relationship, believing that her worth is tied to her relationship status. Desperate for companionship and terrified of growing old without a partner, she enters a relationship with a man for whom she feels no real spark. She hopes that over time her feelings might change, but deep down, she knows the truth. She convinces herself that she loves him, ignoring the nagging doubts and lack of emotional fulfillment simply to escape the perceived stigma of being single. She tells herself that being with anyone is better than being alone. This scenario, while heartbreaking, illustrates the powerful hold that the fear of loneliness can have on our choices. It shows how the fear of being alone can lead to settling for less than we deserve, just to avoid the pain of solitude. It underscores the importance of self-love and the courage to choose authenticity over the perceived safety of a loveless relationship. Embracing solitude and valuing oneself can lead to more fulfilling connections and a more genuine, happier life. The Puppet Master. Love as a means to control. Love, in its healthiest form, is built on mutual respect, trust, and a desire for the other's well-being. It is a bond that nurtures and supports, allowing both individuals to grow and flourish. True love is a partnership where both parties feel valued and understood. However, for some, love becomes a tool for control, a means to manipulate and dominate their partners. This manipulation can be subtle, often masquerading as care or concern, making it difficult to recognize at first. This darker side of feigned love is rooted in a need for power and control, often stemming from deep-seated insecurities. These individuals may have experienced trauma or neglect in their past, leading them to seek control in their relationships as a way to feel secure. Individuals driven by a need for control may use feigned love to manipulate their partners, creating an illusion of affection and care. They may appear to be the perfect partner initially, showering their significant other with attention and gifts. But this affection is conditional, showering them with love one moment and withholding it the next. This erratic behavior keeps their partner off balance, constantly seeking approval and validation. They create a cycle of emotional dependence, using love as a weapon to bend their partners to their will. This cycle is insidious, gradually eroding the victim's self-esteem and sense of autonomy. Consider the case of a man who, plagued by insecurity and a need for control, showers his partner with excessive affection and attention. He may seem like the ideal partner, always attentive and caring. However, this excessive attention is a tactic to isolate his partner from her support system. He monopolizes her time, making it difficult for her to maintain relationships with friends and family. He isolates her from her friends and family, monitors her every move, and uses guilt and emotional manipulation to keep her under his thumb. This isolation makes her increasingly dependent on him for emotional support. He uses guilt and emotional manipulation to keep her under his thumb. He may accuse her of not loving him enough or being ungrateful, making her feel guilty for wanting independence. His love, far from being genuine, is a carefully constructed cage designed to keep her trapped within his grasp. This form of control is not about love, but about power and dominance. This disturbing scenario highlights the sinister potential of feigned love when employed as a tool for manipulation and domination. It shows how love, when twisted, can become a means of control and subjugation. It emphasizes the need to recognize the red flags of emotional abuse and seek help if you or someone you know is trapped in such a toxic dynamic. Awareness and education are crucial in preventing and escaping these harmful relationships.
Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to our channel for more inspirational videos.